Okay, so I don't know if this. Okay, it is working. Hi, everybody. It is your girl, CB Chocolate Beauty 81. I am so excited to be back on YouTube. I've been missing in action for a while, but I wanted to come and talk to you guys about what's going on with Will Smith and the smack that was heard and saw across the world. Now, um, it's been a long time and I missed y'all. Let me just go there first before I even get into how the way I felt about the smack heard and saw across the world. Um, I have truly missed you guys. I have missed y'all. I have missed y'all. I have missed y'all. I've been so busy working on my career and trying to get things off the ground. I had a lot of things happen due to COVID. I've been working on, my website and all of those things, and I'm so excited to be here. I can't see any of the comments, so um, okay, so I can see the comments. If there's anybody saying anything, please, come and say hello. I know it's been a long time and I've been neglecting y'all, but I am back. I see that Chase in Atlanta is back, so I will be reviewing that show very soon, and hopefully you'll see Chocolate Beauty on their commercials soon. I just gotta get in contact with the creator on Dario to make sure that I get on there. It looks like a great season, so I'm going to catch up on that. I'm only one episode behind, so I will keep you guys up to date and post that. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do those videos live. I'm not sure. But anyway, I will be back and posting on here now. It's been a while, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm looking over here, but the lens that I have to look at to make sure that I'm not looking, in the other direction. I'm looking at y'all directly here. So anyway, let's talk about Will Smith. Now, first of all, I felt like people's reaction to what happened in between not Chris Tucker, here I go, with Chris, which Chris is it? Chris Rock. Oh my goodness, it's so that right there is like when people say that all black people look the same. That is not what I'm trying to do. Like, I honestly thought, I just could not think of Chris Rock's last name, or for me, I just automatically, my brain was seeing Chris Rock, but I was like, I don't know, Chris Tucker was the one that came out of my mind. But I kind of feel like people's response to what happened to Chris Rock with mixed like reaction. There are some people who are like, it's about time that men stand up for their women. It's about time that that men had took a stance against the disrespect against black women. It is about time that people started to take action. Again, if you guys are talking in the chat, I cannot see it. I don't know what's going on, and I hope everybody is well. The problem that I have with of what happened on the Oscar nights was, I felt like the response was a little bit extreme, and the reason why I say the response is a little extreme is because I feel like that people have become too sensitive. Okay, we have lived in a time and era, and I guess people are just like, you just need to get over how old comedy used to be, where people can crack jokes and they be in the audience and they don't get offended. I think that we have definitely gotten to a place where people are extremely sensitive. I think that people are extremely sensitive, and they can say certain things and it could rub you a certain type of way. But for me, the response did not match the action. I just didn't feel like it needed to go there. I didn't think that Will Smith needed to go on that stage and smack that man like that. I really don't. Because people brought up a valid point. Like, he didn't have the same smoke or the same energy for they got Agostina or whatever his name was, where his wife cheated on him. He didn't show him that same energy publicly. So I can understand why people are just like, yeah, it just wasn't warranted. And then you have people who are like, it's about time that somebody did take up for a black woman and all this other stuff, which I can understand that argument too, because we know that as black women, we are the most disregarded. People disrespect us the most. We are the most disrespected. We are the most, we are the most mistreated. I will say that. And a lot of people feel comfortable mistreating black women. So I can understand that argument too. But I mean, was the Oscars the right time to even express that type of emotion? Was it appropriate for him to even go there and get that angry and to wild out in that way? I don't think so. I don't think so. You could clearly see that Jada was annoyed by his response, and Jada has been suffering from alopecia, which she spoke about on the red table, and that's why she shaved off her hair. Like, I'm somebody who goes through the same thing with hair loss. So, I mean, I don't have alopecia, but I do have hair loss when it comes to my natural hair, even though, like, you will find me rocking my natural hair. I don't actually care. I will wear my hair out in a heartbeat. It just is what it is. But this is something that is known. But the thing about it is that that's how comedians have always been. They have always talked about people's pain and make it laughter. So I don't understand why, it went left like the way it did. And like, people are just like, if it was me, I would have smacked that person. I would have fought that person. I would have did this. We would have toured that stage up. But I'm telling you, whenever you're in a situation and people choose to escalate in violence, it's not always a fight and flight type of response. Sometimes people are really stunned that actually happened, because I feel like Chris was taken back by what happened to him, because it was just like the man came up on the stage and smacked the bejesus out of him, and not everybody is ready to scrap up with you. And let's be clear, if you're going to pull up and you're going to hit somebody, make sure that you'll be ready to take whatever they dish out back to you. I thought that it was staged, because it was just like, there's no way that Will Smith will actually get on that stage and smack that man like that. It had to be staged. It has to be a storyline. It has to be one of those things. But then you find out that it really happened. It's like, what is happening? And then for him to do an Oscar and talk about how he wants to love and be a loving human being, and he just wants to spread love, and he apologized to the Academy but didn't apologize to Chris. It was just like so weird. And I won't be surprised if Chris Rock doesn't sue him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised by it at all. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that Chris Rock deserved that smack? Because there's some people who said that he deserved it. I just really believe that it could affect both of their careers, because comedians can't be comedians anymore. I done heard some off the wall jokes by people who are famous for doing stand up. People can't tell jokes anymore. And I mean, I can understand that people can feel a type of way about your joke. That is very... Hey, who is that? Hey, Latanya. Hey, boo. How you doing? Long time no see. I hope all is well. I'm going to make my way over to that platform that I know you from. I'm going to make my way over there, and I'm going to do a live over there as well. Right now, I'm just talking about the situation between Will Smith and Chris Rock. I just felt like the energy that was given to Chris Rock was not warranted. And somebody brought up a valid point. I was watching a live earlier today, and they were just like, what if this affects Chris Tucker's career, where he wants to do stand-up comedy and people now feel bold enough to run up on that stage and fight him because of a joke that he made, or might cause him harm after the show. You got to be careful on the things that you're doing publicly, and you got to protect your image. And at the end of the day, I felt like I won't be surprised if Will Smith doesn't get invited back to the Oscars. I won't be even surprised if Chris Rock would even just be like, I don't want to be in any spaces that he's in, because he has every right. Somebody come and hit you on stage and there's no ramifications. There is like nothing for it. Like, that's assault. Once, like, somebody makes threats and then you put your hands on somebody on national television, I don't know. I just think that Will Smith hit a boiling point, but at the end of the day, you should not like go to violence. That shouldn't be your first response to people when you disagree with them. You want to hit them? Really? What is Will Smith, like 50? Like, he needs to grow up. He needs to grow up. I just feel like we're living in a state and in a culture that is so sensitive. The cancel culture is real. This sensitive stuff is real. Like, people will blow things out of proportion and make it something that it's not. And I don't care what anybody says. This man went on stage and smacked the bejesus out of this man. So you can't tell me, not to feel no type of way on what I saw. And see, this is the thing that Will Smith was not thinking about when he smacked this man. He didn't think about what people were going to say about him. He's not going to feel like, you don't think that people are going to talk about you even more now? People are going to clown you even more now. They're going to clown your wife. They're going to try to make the situation worse. They're going to bring up the old situation with your wife messing with a young man, 20 to 30 years, younger than her. And you worried about another celebrity who is a stand-up comedic, who has made his career on telling jokes, who's made his career out of being an actor in comedies. You decided to put your hands on him for what exactly? For a joke. For a joke. I don't know, like, if Will Smith understands the doors that he opened, the things that now people are going to do. If you got two public figures going at it in the public, you think that people won't take suit and do the same thing? You don't think that people don't respect you and follow your example? They're going to follow your example. I feel bad, but then they said Jada has a condition, but I felt bad again. Then they were saying Chris didn't know Jada had a condition. But listen, I want you guys to understand. And this is where the sensitivity culture, or like, people are too sensitive. Comedians make joke and make light of people's pain. They make they make jokes out of their own personal pain. Chris Rock is a comedian. How many times we have gone and watched comedy shows where they publicly pick people out of the group and start talking about them? I understand that Jada has a condition and she did not like his joke. There was another way to deal with that and to respond to that. You can clearly see that she was annoyed by the situation because she rolled her eyes. But it's just like, that's how the way that you're going to handle the situation, by smacking that bejesus out of somebody? People are too sensitive. And the thing about it is, it's like, you are a public figure. You get dollars based upon the opinions and people putting money into whatever you're doing. They're putting money into your movies. They're putting money into the things that you got out in the world that you're selling. You are a star. And you mean to tell me that you're going to go to that extreme and smack people I've heard worse jokes on the Oscar. Worse jokes. Do y'all remember when Miley Cyrus and Nicki Minaj got into it, and Nicki Minaj approached her for the cyber march she was making about her, and Nicki approached her on stage and was like, had some words with her? He could have dealt with it that way. And it's so crazy because Will Smith is such a good actor, and it just took away from the night. It took away from him winning an Oscar that was very much deserved. Because he does a really good job in his movies. Will Smith is a legend. And he took away from his own moment out of just a little moments of anger. And the thing that is so mind-boggling to me is that people's response like, yeah, he should have smacked them. But I wonder how people would have responded if it was a white man that smacked the hell out of this black man. How would you guys respond? Would it be the same conversation? Let's have a real conversation here. Yes, hit the like button. Please make sure that you guys follow and subscribe. I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I am here. But I am just like taken away from like how the way that he responded to it. And Chris Rock actually handled it with grace. He handled it with grace. And it's good that they did not fight, because the next thing would have been in the comment section on the news is that we're animals. Because that's the next thing that people like to point out. Like, oh, y'all like to fight. Y'all like to escalate. Nobody is thinking about the bigger picture. I don't know. Like, I feel a way about it. I can understand defending your woman and talking your talk, but you did not have to put your hands on him. Embarrass yourself and also embarrass Chris Rock, your fellow comedian. Because let's be clear, Will Smith started his career by doing stand-up. He's a stand-up comedic and a rap artist. So, I don't know. Tell me in the comments how the way that you feel. I kind of felt like I just felt like we just took an L. We took an L as a people. We took an L. Because I've heard people say worse things about Will Smith during the time where his wife got exposed for cheating on him. I've heard people say worse about him and made jokes out of him. I think, that's what people are saying, that he probably had a breaking moment that was like the breaking up of everything. It just really made him break. But come on now. Come on now. The man said, Jada, you could wait for G.I. Jane or whatever that movie that she's doing. I don't even know what movie she's doing. She clearly was displeased, rolled her eyes, and he could have literally tore a new one in his Oscar speech and annihilated Chris Rock. But he decided to put his hands on him first. All right, you guys, thank you for watching my latest show. Thank you so much for listening. I know that I've been blabbling for like the last 20 minutes or almost 20 minutes, 19 minutes. And please make sure that you guys check me out. I missed you guys. I am back. I'm going to be putting out videos, and I want to do edit videos because I just did something recently. I did a project and I was editing the videos, and I'm like, oh my God, I miss editing. So thank you for listening to me, and thank you for watching. Make sure that you guys subscribe, like and share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys check me out the next time I'm live. All right, bye everyone.